it really must be permissive. This is about enabling development, allowing things to happen, but in a controlled way which benefits the community. So we take the housing scenario, you can more or less bet you will have more housing in Boscombe, but you can control it. You can say, actually, we think the need is not one-bedroom flats, it's family housing. So you can be very specific to say, for example, on a particular site, we would expect to see 30% family housing or whatever. So you, again, as a community, you need to decide what your needs are locally and decide what is the best mix. And you can get down to quite a detailed level, things very specific to Boscombe. As I said, it can also protect things. So for important open spaces you value, don't want to see built on, you can protect those. It has to be about land use planning. So one of the things I always cite is you might say, well, we want a new doctor's surgery. In your plan, you could allocate a site for a doctor's surgery, but what you can't do is make the doctor move in, can you, for a plan? So you can only control things which are development related. And whilst you can allocate things, you can't force the doctor to build the surgery. So there's a limitation, obviously. Your other limitations are it cannot conflict with the strategic local or national policy. Now, the reason I underline strategic is that your plan has to be in conformity with Bournemouth's local plan and the government's planning policies, but only at a strategic level. Now, what does that mean? Now, I would say if you decided we wanted a new university in Boscombe, that's probably a good idea, but that has strategic ramifications for the whole of Bournemouth, so that would be beyond the remit. If you decided you wanted a nuclear power station, that's a strategic issue, you can't tackle that. So I don't think you're going to have a big issue with that one, but just be aware there are those limitations. The other big catch, which everyone groans at, is you can't propose less growth than the local plan. So the local plan is saying we will have X number of hundreds of dwellings each year in the Bournemouth area. When you plan for Boscombe, the expectation would be you'll be planning for that sort of level of growth. So it's not like you can't turn off the tap here. Boscombe will still have to take its share of growth, but I do go back to that, saying you can dictate what the growth looks like and how it best fits the community.